Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling a really interesting string manipulation problem called minimum number of flips to make the binary string alternating. Don't let the long name scare you. Let's break it down together. So here is the setup. We are given a string made entirely of zeros and ones. We are allowed to do two different operations on this string, and our ultimate goal is to figure out the fewest number of the second type of operation we need to make the string alternate perfectly. So what exactly is an alternating string? It's pretty simple. It just means the characters flip back and forth between 0 and 1. There are only two ways this can look. Either it starts with a 0 and goes 0, 1, 0, 1, or it starts with a 1 and goes 1, 0, 1, 0. No two identical numbers can sit right next to each other. To get to that alternating pattern, we have two tools at our disposal. The first tool lets us take the very first character and stick it at the absolute back of the string. Imagine it like shifting everything over by 1. The second tool lets us actually change a character from a 0 to a 1, or vice versa. The tricky part is, we want to use the absolute minimum number of those flips. Rotations are basically free, but flips are what we are counting. Let's look at a concrete example. We start with 3 ones followed by 3 zeros. If we use our rotation tool twice, moving the first two ones to the back, we get 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. Now we are very close to an alternating pattern. If we just flip the third character to a 1, and the last character to a 0, boom, it alternates. That took exactly 2 flips, which is our answer. Just a quick heads up before we dive into the logic. We will be walking through the main solution using Python, because it reads almost like plain English. But don't worry if that's not your main language. I'll be showing the full code for Java, C++, and JavaScript towards the end of the video. If you just want to grab the code right now, you can find it on my website, leetcodeunlocked.com. The link is in the description. The editorial points out a brilliant trick right away. Because shifting characters just moves them around in a circle, it doesn't change their actual values relative to each other. So we can mentally rearrange the steps. We can pretend we do all our flips first to set up a perfect alternating pattern, and then do all our shifting at the very end to line it up perfectly. Here is the absolute core of the problem. If the string's length is an even number, shifting a perfect alternating string around always results in another perfect alternating string. But if the length is an odd number, shifting it actually breaks the pattern. Imagine 0, 1, 0, shift it, and you get 1, 0, 0. It's broken. Because of this, odd-length strings require a special approach, where we essentially split the string into a left half and a right half that match up at the seam. Alright, here is the full Python code for this approach. I know it looks a bit dense with those lists and loops, but we are going to break down exactly what each section is doing right now. If you want to test this code out yourself without retyping all of it manually, you can go to the Leetcodeunlocked.com link in the description. You can copy the exact code that is shown and explained in this video directly from there. Now let's get back to the explanation and slice this code up. First, we set up a small helper function. It just tells us if a specific character needs to be flipped to match a target number. Then, we create a list called the prefix array to keep a running total. We loop through our string from left to right. For each position, we calculate the flips needed if we want this spot to end in a 0, and the flips needed if we want it to end in a 1. To do this, we just look at the opposite pattern from the previous step and add our current flip cost. After our first loop, we check our initial answer by looking at the very end of our prefix array. If the string is an even length, we are actually done right here. But if the length is odd, we have to handle that split we talked about. We create a suffix array and fill it up by looping backwards from the end of the string to the beginning. Finally, we loop one last time to find the best spot to split the string, combining the cost of the left prefix side and the right suffix side. The biggest trap in this problem is definitely the odd length constraint. If you only check the whole string as one big piece, you will completely fail on odd length inputs because shifting destroys the pattern. The code safely handles this by explicitly checking if the length modulo 2 is 1. Also, if you get a string of length 1, the logic still works flawlessly, safely returning 0 flips since a single character is already alternating with nothing. Code can be hard to visualize just by looking at it, so let's run a tiny example, 0, 1, 0, through the prefix part. At the very first character, a 0, making it a 0 costs nothing, but making it a 1 costs a flip. Moving to the next character, a 1. If we want it to be a 0, it costs a flip, plus the cost of the previous character being a 1. We just keep chaining these costs forward. By the end, we can see exactly how many flips it takes to force the whole string into either pattern. We will look at the performance complexity in just a second, but first I want to quickly say why this channel looks and sounds the way it does. You can probably tell this is narrated by AI. I actually built this system for myself so I could generate clear, instant explanations the moment a daily problem drops to help myself learn. It helps me study faster, and I upload them here in case they help you too. I don't put ads in these videos and I don't take any sponsorships. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Let's talk about performance. Because we are just doing a few single straightforward passes over the string, one from left to right and another from right to left, the time it takes grows directly in proportion to the size of the string. We call this order n time, where n is the length of our string. We also create two arrays, the prefix and suffix arrays, that are the exact same size as the string, so our memory footprint is also order n. Alright, that covers the Python solution and the logic behind it. As promised, here are the full equivalent solutions translated for Java, C++, and JavaScript. Instead of pausing and squinting to type these out, you can just go to leetcodeunlocked.com via the link in the description to copy and paste the exact code directly into Leetcode. Here is the full solution in Java. It uses the exact same two-pass array logic we just walked through. Next up, here is the C++ version, utilizing vectors to store our running totals. And finally, here is the solution translated into JavaScript. So let's wrap it up. The two big things to remember here are that we can pretend to do all our flips before we do any rotating, which makes the math way easier. And secondly, always watch out for odd-length strings when rotating patterns, as they force us to split the string and combine the best left and right sides. Before we finish up, I want to mention I have another channel called Leetcode Unlocked. I'm on a mission to eventually post a solution for literally every single Leetcode problem on the platform. If you want to study problems outside of just the daily challenge, make sure to check it out. If you want to help support that goal of covering every problem, you can donate at buymeaboba.com/LeetCodeDaily. Also, please make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I post the daily Leetcode problem as soon as it comes out so you can get your streak done early. Keep coding, and I'll catch you in the next one.